Welcome back to Dr. Josefina's Way, and I'm Laura Guttridge. Today we're talking about getting out of that rut and changing those old habits. And you say that the habits are learned behavior.
Yes.
And they will persist until we make a conscious decision to get rid of them.
Yeah.
And you know, not only will they persist, they'll probably fester.
Yes.
And become worse, and you will be more entrenched and dug into your rut.
Yes.
If you don't make that decision.
Yes. So, if somebody's in the rut, then the first thing that they have to do, if I'm going to get out of that, I have to change my habits.
Okay.
Because we get in a cycle that sometimes people are not aware that my behavior, my habits are the reason why I am so miserable. So I have to take the awareness that this habit, this lifestyle is not helping me to go in the direction I want to go, then I have to start changing my habits.
Yeah, and you have to recognize that there is a problem, and I think a lot of people, they just they're depressed and they may not realize that the reason for their depression is the rut that they're in.
Exactly. So, you know, one thing that you can go to the doctor, talk to your doctor about, you know, your depression, because sometimes it's chemical imbalance and things like that, and that's okay. But when it's something that you can change and it's under your control, then the awareness comes first. I have to get sick of my stuff.
Right. Before we recognize it needs to go. But, you know, you do mention in the lesson that the older we become, the more inflexible we are. And I've noticed that in my life. When I was young, I was always full of spontaneity.
What are you now, old?
Well, when I was younger. I'm talking like a very young adult.
Yes, I'm
You know, I would be very, I would do things, you know, at a drop of a hat and not think anything of it.
Yes.
But nowadays, my life has to be more planned, and I have my strict routine, which I know you have a routine too.
Yes.
Which is different than a rut. We've cleared that up in the other show. Yes. The difference between, you know, the routine and the rut. But because of my strict routine, I am very inflexible. And I know that's not good.
Well, it depends. Because if you're talking inflexibility about your workouts,
okay.
about that is non-negotiable.
Okay. You are inflexible when it comes to things like that.
Oh, yeah. Don't
like if the phone rings during your workout.
I don't take my phone with me.
Okay, you don't. That's right, you don't.
You know.
That's one of your pet peeves, isn't it? Someone walking and exercising with their phone and their, you know, talking on the phone.
It's dumb. You're not getting the results you want.
Yeah.
So, unflexibility in areas in which, for instance, like that, your exercise is essential for your health.
Right.
If you're not healthy, your child is going to suffer, your husband is going to suffer.
That's true.
You're not going to be enjoying yourself and your life. Now, what other area do you think you are inflexible? Like, don't mess out with my workouts. My workout is secret. You don't go there.
Well, I think I'm inflexible, you know, with my workouts.
Yes.
Like if someone.
That's a good one.
Yes,
okay.
I am. You know,
I
I like to do that, but it even goes further with me, though.
Okay, tell me more.
Well, even you know, like on Tuesdays I do my gardening, so you know, things are off on Tuesday afternoons because I'm busy with my gardening.
Yes.
I'm not flexible enough to say, oh well, I can do that on Tuesday, and I'll do that whatever someone's asking me on Tuesday, and I'll switch my gardening to Wednesday. Like, no, it has to be done on Tuesday.
Well,
so I'm not.
You know, Laura, I'm sort of leaning towards you, because if you don't do your gardening when you have when you have a schedule, then somebody's not gonna come on Wednesday to help you, and then you start falling behind on your thing that you need to do in your home to keep it the way you want to look.
Yes.
So I'm sort of leaning towards you. So you got 2 points. What? Give me another one that you feel that I'm inflexible.
Well, Another good one is really one with my husband.
Okay, go for it.
You know, he likes to eat at certain restaurants on certain days, and he doesn't like to change that. I'll try to be inflexible and say, oh, well, let's go to a different restaurant. Let's try something different. No, you know, they know what we like over there, and, you know, I'm used to getting what I normally get, and he won't change restaurants. So, you know, to me, and when you're a young adult, you're not on any of those kind of routines.
No.
You're just going whichever way the wind is
because
blowing.
You don't have that much money.
You don't have houses and gardens to take care of, I guess. So, but that's probably why, as we get older, you know, we start to have
you get
more
spoiled.
things. Yeah, we do.
You know, because like, let's say Bobby. Let me go to Bobby now. Bobby, he goes to these places, and they know what he wants. He doesn't have to suffer any frustration after a hard week of work. They treat him nicely. Why would he want to change?
Yeah. I guess that's the whole thing.
I don't. If you treat me nice and you spoil me, I'm with you, baby.
But that's how I think you'd start to develop these
habits.
You know,
I think the thing is, if you are happy with those habits, I don't see anything wrong with it. And if you do, write to us and tell us where we wrong on this. But you know, it's like, to me, I see it like being efficient. Like you with your Tuesday. This is a good gardening day. This is, and then of course I bet you have time. I remember you going out with the girls for the you know, out. What was that
Friday
thing?
Nights, maybe.
Yeah,
you know.
and then you used to go to the Desperate Housewives meeting.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't,
we did.
And I stopped going because I wasn't desperate enough.
Well, the meetings they didn't last that long. It started to fall apart very quickly. The head desperate housewife is the one that, you know, kind of threw it together and then dismantled it all. So.
Well, see, the thing is that you and I, we weren't desperate enough to keep going.
Those were fun times, though.
I agree.
I forgot all about that, you know, and it's funny because, you know, yes, it did happen.
yes, absolutely. So anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so if the routine that we're on is beneficial to us and we enjoy it, because I do enjoy my routine, and it makes me feel efficient and productive. So those are good routines because I think they do kind of keep our body in like that. I don't know. There's like a rhythm in life.
Exactly.
And when we stick to our routines, I think it's good for our inner rhythm.
Yeah, and it keeps order.
Yes.
There is an organization in your home. You know, you know this has to be like, remember when we talk about making the bed?
Yes.
You know, so your gardening on Tuesday is that moment in which you take care of that part of your home. If you leave it up to, a friend call you, and you know, and it's not such an important thing to do. You know, I bet if somebody call you on Tuesday and you really want to meet with that person, and that person means a lot to you, you probably say, you know, I can do this later.
They come in town from out of town or something. Yes, I can be flexible enough to do something like that.
Yeah, because if I'm preparing my show and somebody calls me out of the blue, if I don't finish doing my show, then I'm going to be running late. I want to be all this kind of stuff. So I have to say no. So because we have priorities, what is more important at this moment? And what happens is not that so much that we becoming inflexible as we age, is because we know exactly what works for us.
Right, and we can't get distracted by other people, and
because other people want to waste time.
They do. They want to waste time. And if you answered the phone every time it rang, that's what I said to myself the other day. I thought, if I answered the phone every time it rang, I would be on the phone all day long, talking nonsense.
Exactly.
So you can't. You have to stop to it.
That doesn't make us inflexible. It's because what happened here, Laura, between like you and I, nobody values our time the way we do.
That's right.
We have 24 hours during the day, and somebody wants to call you to chew the fat and talk about nothing. You're busy taking care of your flowers.
That's right.
I'm busy taking care of my show.
Leave a message, right? Leave a message.
Yes, leave a message.
Or Facebook us.
Yes, Facebook, you can leave everything in there.
That's what I love about the internet and Facebook, because you can designate that time to communicate.
Yes.
It's like, okay, it's time. I've got, my half hour before I go to bed. I'll check my Facebook or whatever. So.
Yes. Anything else about?
Slave to my routine.
Yeah, exactly. So anything else you got in there?
Well, I probably.
Do we have to go, Robert?
Oh,
Okay.
it's just about time to wrap it up. And
okay.
I think we covered everything.
So don't age. Feel good.
Yeah.
Our double bicep.
Oh.
Twitter, Facebook, email. We love you. Have fun. Bye, beautiful. Mwah.